Hi guys, this video is going to be about beat block. Beat block is when you can't start or finish your beats. It might be because you're not feeling inspired or you just don't know where to start. Maybe you're actually just bad at production. Whatever the reason, I've got a few methods that can help you smash through the beat block and get a finished project at the end. Method 1. Choose a prompt. Making a beat based on a prompt gives you a creative direction to start from. Just choose a random word or object and then make a beat based on that. The word could literally be anything, like tree, sky, Adidas. This method can lead to some really creative results. For example, I picked the word oranges, and here's a beat I made based on that. Method 2. Limit your tracks. These days, digital audio workstations give us limitless options which can actually hinder creativity. If you limit the amount of tracks you use, it stops you asking the question, what else could I add? And helps you focus on the core ideas of the track. Here's a beat I made using 4 instruments and it's called Cantaloupe Melon. Method 3. Limit your VSTs. This is another way of limiting your options in order to maximize your creative output. For example, you got 5 tracks. One of those is going to be a drum track, but then the other 4 should all use the same VST. For example, Serum or GMS or even 3 times oscillator. Before you start, you should make up your mind on which VST you're going to use and then stick to it. This will stop you bouncing around your VSTs, attempting to find the perfect sound. Here's a beat where I've just used drums and then a VST called Retrologue. It's called Strawberry. Method 4. Randomise your sound. Create a few tracks like lead, chords, bass and drums, and then pick a random preset for each category without listening to it first. You're not allowed to go back and change it. This can have mixed results, but it forces you to think outside the box and use sounds that you've never used before. It can be great for pushing genre boundaries and expanding your sound in a new direction. The track I made for this one is called Fruit Salad. I actually made another beat for this, but it turned out really weird and creepy, and I don't want to show it to you. Method 5. Time limit yourself. Sometimes I don't finish beats and they just sit as unfinished ideas on my laptop for ages and they never get touched. If you have this problem, give yourself half an hour to turn one of these ideas into a whole beat. I'm going to demonstrate. I'm starting this beat with one idea and I'm going to call it Pineapple. I've got my 4 instruments. I'm just going to arrange these 4 patterns in different ways to create different parts of the song. It's going to be pretty basic. There's just going to be minor adjustments in order to build tension and get a fuller chorus with slightly less stuff going on in the verses. The structure is literally just intro, verse, 2 choruses, outro. That's it. Bang that one out in like 25 minutes, including the mastering. You don't need to go crazy with your effects or with samples or little details. You just want to finish the track. Here's the finished beat. Method 6. Writing a song. This will not be for everyone, but if you actually sit down and write a song, it can spark your musical creativity. If you've already got lyrics written down, you might have a much better idea of what you want the beat to sound like because you've got lyrics to fit the beat around. These days, a lot of artists will write or punch in their lyrics over finished beats, but writing your lyrics first actually gives you much more control. This song is called Blueberry and it's the best thing I've ever made.
I stepped on a blueberry and then I died.
That's it for today, guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys again soon for another video. And remember to like, comment and subscribe. And have a great day.